The locomotive is arguably the most significant transport ever made in mankind. By the beginning of the 19th century, steam engines have existed for decades, providing power for a lot of industries such as collecting goods from mines, but this didn't change the way people transported. But two guys named George Stephenson and Richard Trevithick were about to change all of that. In 1814, Richard Trevithick and George Stephenson invented the first steam-operated transportation, the locomotive. From then, it fundamentally altered the ways things traveled in society, allowing it to reach distances in which ways people used to travel to get goods or for goods to come to them. It changed the way things were imported and exported. This also allowed people to travel to other areas in a faster way than any other way there was before. But the big question is, how exactly did the locomotive work? Well, the locomotive would need water and fuel such as coal, coke, wood, or oil. The fuel is used to run inside an engine, which is put in a firebox. The volume of the water expands and turns into steam inside the boiler, creating high pressure. The expansion of the steam pushes the pistons that connect to the driving wheels that operate the locomotive. But why exactly was it so significant, and who was it used by? They were historically used for moving goods and people. They helped people transport from place to place and allowed places to get resources from other areas without worry of becoming late due to other transportation they had back then. And civilians could be transported to other areas and reach distances never reached before. But how did the locomotive impact families? Well, this helped them stay in contact with long-distance family members, allowing them to travel in a faster method without having worries of riding horses or having a back of a bull wagon. This also helped families earn some money from the locomotive, providing families with jobs to look after the locomotive or help the locomotive work. But the locomotive wasn't a favorite to a bunch of people. They were upset with the locomotive being invented because owners who owned businesses that people used to rent boats, horses, or bulls started to lose profit in their businesses and began to shut down as people found the locomotive more efficient compared to other modes of transport they had back then. Adding from that note, the locomotive has other disadvantages such as pollution to the air, which makes it bad for people's health and the air itself. Another disadvantage is the weight of the steam engine. This makes the locomotive heavier, which reduces the speed. This also causes people in risk of having the locomotive malfunction, which can end in a very bad way, especially for the workers. But the locomotive isn't necessarily full of disadvantages. It had varieties of advantages, such as the cost was cheap and affordable. It was a source of earning money for civilians and also helped transport things to different areas.
What if it was better off without the invention of the locomotive? Well, our society now would be delayed in modes of transportations. I highly doubt our dream cars now would have been existed if it wasn't for the first creation of the locomotive. The locomotive was just the start of a new era of transportations.
Talking about the locomotive being the start of the Industrial Revolution, the locomotive created many changes and additions in technology and time. It was the most important invention and helped power the Industrial Revolution. The locomotive provided civilians with quicker transportation and more job offers, which made people come into cities drastically change the job outlook. Anyways, thank you guys for listening to the presentation that me and Gaz created about the locomotive. Hee hee.